In the days after Audrey Herron went missing, New York State Police scour every inch of the road she traveled that night.
Did anything ever come up on the route?
No, nothing ever came up. We've probably researched it a dozen times just to make sure that somebody didn't miss something. Each body of water along that route, even a route that maybe she had taken as a detour or a change for some reason.
At what point did you say, this is not a typical missing person case anymore?
Probably a few days into it when we didn't come up with the car. I mean, that's one of the most frustrating parts and most unusual parts of this missing person case. The majority of missing person cases, you will come up with the car dumped somewhere or in a parking lot somewhere.
And since everyone was convinced Audrey never would have just left on her own, all signs were pointing to foul play.
Typically, in a missing person investigation, especially something as bizarre as this one, you have to start at the inner circle. Generally the spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend.
We always start with the people who knew the victim and were close to him.
And that meant questioning Audrey's husband, Jeff.
Did you find her husband to be cooperative?
Somewhat. At times he was, and at times there was a little bit, maybe not fully.
What did that mean? Unfortunately, neither Lieutenant Kosminski nor Sergeant FITZMAURICE would elaborate.
He's been cooperative to a degree, I would classify it as.
Did he allow you to search the home?
No, he allowed us to search. Very cooperative at the residence, no problems there.
Did anything come of that search?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nothing out of the
No blood? Nothing?
Nothing.
And why would Jeff want his wife dead anyway? Even if she had a life insurance policy, his family was wealthy, and there didn't seem to be any of the other factors investigators often find in these cases.
Do you think she was having an affair?
Oh, God, no. One of us would have known. You gotta tell one of your girlfriends, you know what I mean? So, no, she wasn't that girl.
And so police continued to look elsewhere, even questioning the father of Audrey's first child, Sansia.
My mom and him ended things when I was not even 1 year old, so.
During your investigation, have you come up with anyone who would want to harm her, or any enemies at all?
No.
No one?
No one.
As far as people at work, did she have any enemies?
No, everything seemed to be fine at work. There was no reports of anything like that.
But then, maybe Audrey wasn't the real target.
All the little theories that come around, they don't make sense to me. Even the Russian theory.
What's the Russian theory?
Oh, they all think the Russian mob is, took her.
The Russian mob? For Audrey?
Why?
The golf course that Audrey's husband's family owned, the silent partner, as they call him, was Russian.
There was rumor that his father owed them money, and they were warning him. They took her to warn him.
And as far-fetched as it seems, police did investigate.
They left an officer there because they thought it might be ransom, that maybe someone would call wanting money. So there was this officer that stayed 1 or 2 weeks.
But that call never came, and none of the other leads police were chasing seemed to pan out either.
You've drained lakes?
Yes.
You've searched by air?
We've done ATV, we've done dog searches. We did an actual house-to-house where we talked to every resident or property owner within an 8-mile circle of her residence.
But nothing that led them to Audrey. And as weeks become months, even years, Audrey's loved ones had no choice but to settle in to the new normal.
Well, my sister, she moved in with her biological father. So it was like me and my brother in my house. And my brother was really little. He wasn't even 2 yet when it happened.
How has this impacted your grandmother?
It's definitely impacted her a lot. I think it's aged her a lot. She's struggled, I would say, much more than I have with it. She lost her daughter.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
But Audrey's family and friends refuse to accept that she can't be found. Each year, they organize fundraisers and other events to help keep her face out there.
You want her to know you haven't given up?
No. I'm sorry.
It's an emotional subject for obvious reasons.
I'm sorry.
But also, Audrey's friends say, because there's someone who should be joining them in the fight to find her who hasn't.
We put our first fundraiser on. Jeff didn't go.
Did his family show up?
No.
And when we asked police about it,
Did you ever see him out searching for his wife?
No.
and there was one more thing.
Do you know if he took a polygraph?
I heard he did, and it came back inconclusive.
Coming up,
Are you ready for the truth, no matter what the truth is?
Yeah. Yeah.
with questions mounting, we go looking for Audrey's husband.
You know, some people in the community have pointed the finger at Jeff and have thought...
And we're on the scene with police as they chase down the latest leads.
There was an indication that her body may be located at this location.
So did this come in as a tip to you?
It did.
And what did the tip say?
Basically, there was an indication that her body may be located at this location.